Hello to all my beautiful collective. Of course, you know this is your girl Empress Man on the ones and twos and threes. I'm about to get ready to do a quick energy check, and well, I don't know how quickly this one gonna be. Remember I said that I was going to attempt. Well, if you've been looking at my shorts, I did say that I was about to attempt to make a couple of longer videos because I think I posted one like the day before yesterday. Only thing about me when I post is like I already recorded the video. It's just sometimes it just sit there and then I don't post it and like, you know what I'm saying? I just get around to it because sometimes, and I'm pretty sure anybody that's a tarot reader, they know this, like sometimes, you know, when you do those readings, when we do those readings like that, we don't even be knowing like a good name for it. And sometimes I'm always wanting to go back and like check my work to like see if it was something that I could like edit out or something like that, which is obvious when it comes to making content. Anybody who do that, you do that. But nonetheless, it's just like I wanted to be sure that I went ahead and did a longer reading for my collective. One of the longer readings that I intend on doing at this time is definitely having something to do with your money matters. Okay. Yeah, so it's definitely having to do with money, and this is what this one is going to be about. I am going to do a later reading, which is going to be, I'm gonna do one about love, and I'm gonna do an X-File reading. And y'all know my X-File readings, y'all know how those be, so this shit be different, but we just gonna see. And this is just what I do, because me as a tarot reader, I focus on like different aspects of it. Yeah, it ain't always divine masculine, divine feminine, but quite literally speaking, I am going to get into the I might do some zodiac readings because I have not done zodiac readings in a long time. So maybe the universe been kind of mentioning that to me. It's like, do some zodiac readings. I mean, when I say y'all, if y'all go back down my platform, y'all gonna see it's been a long time since I did a goddamn. I'm gonna just take these. It's been a long time since I did a zodiac reading. Deservingness. Let's see what else they got to say about your financial situation, collective. And I know everybody like to hear about their divine feminine and divine masculine shit. I get it. But you know, it's other things that we could be focused on in the world. And as the rate that shit going, you may do want to focus on your finances too. Like, damn. Because if you ain't got no money, you ain't got no honey. Like, come on now. Shit. Wow, that's my opinion. Not saying that you want to deal with no man or woman that's a gold digger, but let's be real here. Yeah, you got to be secure within yourself, and I feel like that's why I've been focusing on it with my collective, because for me, it's like, man, I need everything in my life to be secure. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit. Especially when it comes to this. So I'm getting this going. It ain't gonna be long. But I just hope everybody been having a positive productive day. If this is something that's going to resonate, it's going to resonate. Then again, if it doesn't, it doesn't. Just don't force it to fit if it's not your story. And if you like and or love what I do, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and follow on your way out. And I will appreciate it. Nonetheless, hey, thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all just don't even understand. Damn. I really appreciate y'all. Like, I do. I really want to make sure that I say that because I appreciate you guys a lot. Well, I'm getting these cars situated. Lord, they fell out everywhere. Child, they fell out everywhere. Damn. They fell out everywhere. So thank you so much for subscribing. My current, my day ones who've been here with me for a while. I appreciate y'all so much. My home team, I appreciate y'all so much. And then to my most recent people who have subscribed, I appreciate y'all. And even my future subscribers, I just appreciate y'all already. Okay, thank you, and thank you again. This has been a long, interesting journey in general for me, okay? Who would have knew that I would have started doing tarot? I mean, come on now. Really? Like, man, y'all just don't know. I prayed for like a long time to the Most High, like, damn, what's my purpose in life? I feel like it's still a lot of things I'm left to have to deal with. You dig what I'm saying? But I feel like the Most High made this apparent to me that this is definitely something that's meant for me to do in some shape, form, or fashion. Nonetheless, let's get into this reading. Let's go ahead and call in the positive angels, ancestors, spirit guides into this reading. Please allow me to have the wisdom to provide this information to my collective, and I want them to be able to benefit from what I am telling them and use this information to their advantage. Okay. Thank you to all my angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Please protect me from any evil eye times 4. Okay. Let's get into it. So, the first card that popped out was do the work. So with the do the work card, it says it's not enough to, hold on one second, let me get my granddaughter. Hey, collective, I'm back. So the first card that popped out, it says do the work. It says it's not enough to dream or pray. You also got to take the positive actions. You also got to take the positive action steps that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So I feel like with this, Pat, Midnight, be quiet. Hush. There's probably just them picking up the garbage, dog. Be quiet. Midnight. Hush. Stop it. Now. Would you be quiet? Come here. Stop. Be quiet. Dang. Midnight, be quiet. All that barking. What? Stop fussing. You need to go. Stop barking. Stop it. Hold on. Somebody might be outside. Give me a second. Hey, collective. So where was I? Nah, but for real though, where was I for real? Because the dog started barking because a package just got delivered. That's my little dog, Midnight. If she walk back over, I might pick her up and show her to y'all. Yeah, she a cute little dog, but nonetheless, she won't stop barking until whoever at that door move. Okay, that's when she'll stop barking, when they move. Nonetheless, let's get into it. Man, it says doing the work. Back to the story at hand. Okay, it said it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive actions towards that you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So right now it's going to be important for my divine feminine masculine collective, because this collective is about money. So money is not based off sex, okay? It's not based off if you a female or you a male, because money, forms of money, Bitcoin, whatever, yen, whatever you want to call it, all of that is money is fluid. So it's just don't got shit to do with gender. So with that being said, whether you are a feminine or masculine, in order for you to, because I feel like it's telling me to let my collective know that it's going to be important for you to find a sense of balance between your work and your work life and your personal life. And I feel like when it comes to making business decisions, be mindful not to make business decisions when you are emotional. And also don't handle finances with emotions. Don't handle finances from an emotional perspective. So what I mean by that is, like, spend it as it needs to be spent. So if you have bills or whatever that you need to pay, guess what? Go ahead and pay those bills, because I feel like that the collective who I'm speaking to, you have a long-term vision for your future. But in order for you to get that long-term vision for your future, it's going to be very, very important for you to have a certain sense of focus on the present. And it even could be you tying up loose ends from the past, as in, like, you may have some type of debt that you may need to clear, but you're going to have to clear that debt before you can move forward and have a positive slate when it comes to the financial aspects of your life. And I'm strictly speaking about finances at this moment. I'm not speaking about love. I'm not speaking about affection. I'm not speaking about none of that. I'm speaking about finances. That's it. Finances, assets, that's what I'm talking about. So in order for you to get to the end game, which I feel like I have a lot of master manifestors that's currently looking at my platform at this moment. I'm getting a lot of entrepreneurship energy because I have been doing more entrepreneurship readings. A part of me doing those entrepreneurship readings could simply mean because I am currently an entrepreneur. I have a lot of business ventures that I'm gravitating toward, that I am developing more. So that could be the reason why I'm getting more off into it, because I feel like it's something that's very, very much is a part of life, as it is to be in love or not to be. You feel me? So right now, do the work. Do the work. I mean, pay them bills that you don't want to pay. Pay those debts that been lingering, sitting there, that's just sitting over your head. Do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do so you can do more of what you want to do, is what I'm being heard to what I'm saying to you at this moment, okay? And it says consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower. And if you get home secure, I feel like as you move into the future, you're gonna have a better financial slate, even spiritually speaking, because finances is also something that's spiritual, you know what I'm saying? But as you will leave a debt, you also will leave a spiritual debt, and with that spiritual debt, it can curse your future endeavors because you're choosing not to handle that debt properly. Okay, so if you are in debt, if you do have bills to pay, go ahead and pay those bills. We're just keeping it real. I know that we are in a very, very challenging day and time with life and just the things that we do, but nonetheless, I need you to go ahead and make sure that you clear that financial debt, because I am getting that debt, and I don't want you to look at yourself as someone that's less than because you have debt, because it's very, very successful people that's out there and they had debt once upon a time. They didn't just wake up and they were successful. No, it's something that you have to work towards, you know what I'm saying? And even me on my spiritual journey and just getting to know myself better, even from financially speaking and everything, you have to align yourself all the way around, okay, on all levels. And I feel like right now this card is just telling you to do the work, and it's making me feel 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles energy. Okay, collective, we're gonna keep going. It says donations, tithing, and charitable work. It says give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you many folds in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, and money and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiply. So I want you to work on developing a more positive relationship from the financial standpoint. So if I'm saying, because I'm getting that this collective form I'm speaking to at this time, you're going to have a lot of blessings that's coming in, and I'm speaking financially speaking, that they're going to be coming out of nowhere. So I want you to, even me, we all need to just work on having a better relationship with your finances. Like, just because money is only as valuable as we make it, and you can't have a positive influx of money if you're not first and foremost being humble. Because for a lot of my collective who I'm speaking to, you may already have gotten to that point, and I feel like that you may have a lot of people that got their hands out, and I want you to give with wisdom, as in to say, like, don't just be foolishly giving away your money. Like, that's not what I'm telling you. Like, I'm not gonna tell you no shit like that. But what I'm saying is be discerning. I think that's the word that I'm looking for when it comes to giving away your money. You know what I'm saying? And also, don't think of it as giving away, because just like the card stated, the time, supplies, money, and other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. So some of you, it could be that you're not giving away nothing, like as in like a physical transaction. Like, you may not be like, okay, here goes some money. Maybe that's not what you're doing, but you could be giving into something energetically. But keep doing it, keep working at that, keep doing that, because you need to let that energy circulate. And so as you let that energy circulate, it'll circulate back to where you need to be while you working on clearing out that whatever that looks like for you. Because for us as feminine and masculine energy, and this world that we're in, we all are on different aspects of the spectrum, not only spiritually, we are on different aspects of situations mentally, we are on different aspects of the situation physically. So obviously, if you consider that we are on different aspects of the spectrum in those ways, why would you not be on different aspects of the spectrum financially? Some people are a little bit more developed. Some people are working to get there. But regardless of where you at with it, whatever it is that you have to give, even if it's not that you have finances to give, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting it's temporary. I'm getting that you will. You could be giving into something energetically, but you have to be willing to share that blessing. And a blessing could be a message. A blessing could be a kind word. And whatever positive energy that you put out there is going to come back. And I'm telling you to do that because because right now, because I'm speaking of financially, you're going to have this positive return financially speaking, okay? And even if it's not happening right now, over a period of time, if you work to stay into that positive influx of energy when it comes to that, that's what's going to come out and that's what's going to come back, okay? So just work on developing a more positive relationship with money is what I'm saying, okay? Next card is deservingness. It says you are a beloved child of God like everyone else, and you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. And also, like I said, no matter where you at with it, if you maybe can't do anything financially, for real, like you can't really help people out financially, don't feel like that make you in no shape, form, or fashion undeserving, because that's not the truth. That's definitely a facade, and you should not think like that. You do deserve it. You are meant to have these lessons, because I feel like for my collective who I'm speaking of about this, you could have, first of all, deal with some exceptional challenges when it comes to money, and you could have a bad relationship with money. So it's just going to be very, very important for you to know that that's something that you're deserving of. And another part of that is it's your birthright. For those of you who I'm speaking to, feminine and masculine, who's on the end of this, who's going to receive this message. Hold on one second. Collective, I'm back. So yeah, and so as far as speaking on this deservings card, I'm getting that to say, like, first and foremost, it's your birthright. I fucked it up. It's your birthright to be financially stable. Because for those of you who I'm speaking to, you come from a long line of wealth. But it's like it's energy that you have not tapped into. Like, since you came out the womb, whether you was a feminine or masculine, it was your birthright, and it is, and it still can be, you to have a wealthy, stable, financial situation for you. And I feel like you moving into a phase, if you can stick to the path and do what's right, to where you will be able to be a blessing to many, by what you're doing. Okay, let's go. It says, face your financial fears. When you are honest with yourself about fears of success or failure, they can no longer control you. Be free of hidden fears by exposing them to the light of awareness, and you'll realize that you in fact have nothing to fear, and that every successful person has struggled with and released these self-doubts. And that is exactly what I just said. These people that you see out here that's already got to where you trying to get to, understand that this is what people have to understand. Success is not something that comes overnight. Success is something that you have to work for. It's something that you have to work towards. You know what I'm saying? So even if you're having some fears, financially speaking, career-wise, rest assured that, understand that you're not alone in that aspect. It's not only you that have felt that way, that for people who are on the road to success, whether you are a feminine or a masculine. You know what I'm saying? So face your fear. Face your financial fears. Okay, collective? Just face your financial fears is what I'm saying with that. It says sever vows of poverty. What I mean by that, and even before I read the entirety of the card, it's just for me to say, make a choice to say that you're not going to live a life that's ruled by poverty. I'm not gonna never sit here and say, you get into that successful moment won't be a struggle. Honestly speaking, with the way the world is set up now, and y'all know what I mean, it may even be more challenging, especially if you're a single mother or a single father, for you to get there. But what I'm saying is, if you can stick to the script and if you can trust the process, you will come out on the other side on top. Okay, So that's what I'm meaning in my personal opinion of severing vows of poverty. But I am finna read the card for you guys. It says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intentions of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. So you even could be a person, hold on, back. So yeah, and so that's what I'm saying, because like you could, and I'm even getting that from my collective that I'm talking to, whether you are feminine or man, you are the person that was sent in this lifetime to break the generational curse of poverty, whether you know it or not. Anybody who is listening to this at this moment, that's who you are, you know, because you could come from a bloodline that, although you came from wealthy lineage, that was not what the individuals who came before you set upon, you know, set up for you. So it's something that you have to achieve on your own. You feel me? Because you remember when I said in the reading, when I was saying that you're going to be able to bless not only your household but other people, and it's going to be effortlessly to you. That's true, because you are the one who was meant to break the generational curses that was set upon. And a generational curse could simply mean a mind state, a sick, a financially sick mind state, to where not being able to save, not being able to pass it on. Like what I mean by leave deeds, leave houses, leave properties. You know what I'm saying? And especially for black and brown communities, not saying that, you know, other communities don't suffer this, but black and brown communities, we suffer it a little bit more, because our family that tend to come before us normally leave us with debt. If they don't leave us with debt, they leave us with nothing. We don't have these. We don't have nothing that we can give to our kids. And for those black and brown people in any nationality, because it's really for any nationality, but I'm speaking to my black and brown people because I have a love for that, because that's who I am. But I'm saying that to say that you are the person that's meant to break those generational curses. You see what I'm saying? That your mom and your dad left. Mom, dad, granddad, you know. And a general curse could be a mind state as well. The next card popped out was exercise to increase your energy and manifestations ability. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy level, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. So yeah, if you have been feeling for those of you I'm speaking to, you have been feeling a need to focus more in on your health. And if you have been feeling the need to focus more in on your health, then I need you to do so, because in order for you to achieve a healthy outcome financially, I feel like that's a whole state of being, you know, even as well as mentally healthy, physically healthy, spiritually healthy, because the universe is calling out to you to align everything, because that is what the universe has destined for you. That is what was meant for you since birth. But in order for you to get to that, you're going to have to do the necessary things that is required to do so. And a part of that, because if you think about it, also people who are successful, they typically tend to have some form of exercise routine. You feel me? Whether it's meditation, whether it's like karate, or some type of yoga, it's some type of cardio, because wealth is not only a state of being and the physical, like the material, like shit that you can physically see. It's not only that. Wealth is another thing that is important for wealth is health. Your health is your wealth. So this could be, in order for the universe to properly give you that, you need to align wholeheartedly to that. Wholeheartedly, like mentally, like spiritually, your soul, like physically, your body. You know what I'm saying? All of that is going to have to align. So it's going to be important for, if you do have a routine, to continue to keep up with it. It says words of abundance, and you have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerful, positive words. Always describe your own in the world's economic situation in a loving and optimistic turn, and that is what you attract for yourself and others. So just stay optimistic. Like, and if you think that you have the ability to be a generational curse breaker, and I ain't even the word, I just made that shit up. You have to speak that into existence. Understand we are retrograde. By us being retrograde, wherever you think, so shall it be. So remember when I was saying wealth is also a mental state. It's not just what you can achieve in the physical. It's a mental state. It's a state of being mentally. So remember when I was saying some of my collective, who this is going to resonate, maybe you don't have nothing where you can financially give to the world, maybe not, but you can give to the world energetically, you feel me? And by you being able to give to the world energetically, the universe is going to bless you 10 times fold, but it's going to be showing up now, not only energetically, but physically, financially, love, wealth, the whole nine. So just know that even if you could be facing some complications and struggles at this time, maybe you got some loose ends that you need to tie up, go ahead and do the work. Okay, collective? And that on that set of cards, we have shopping. If you're thinking about making money in retail online selling, this is a good time to try it. It's also an opportunity to take your business online. I have online business. That's why I say this reading could be, it's in close resonance. I have online businesses. Now is the time that if that's something that you want to do, that is, remember when, because in my little short I just did, for those of you who watch my shorts as well, it was saying that, you know, I have to drop that card. It is saying that, if you want to go online with your business, go ahead and do so, okay? Because this will be a good time to do it. It says discovery. Trying something new and exploring other options will help you learn and grow. The opportunities are waiting for you to discover them. So another part of that I'm going to speak on is, it's also the universe is calling for you in order for you to achieve this financial stability that you desire strongly, or more of, because some of you can already be financially stable. You could just be working to solidify that. And those of you who have not got there yet, but you're working to get there, this is all going to resonate with you guys. But it's saying to try something different. It's saying to communicate. It says sharing your voice and speaking your truth will show your authenticity and expression. You have a talent in the communication field. Some of y'all could be literally public speakers. Maybe public speaking could be what is something that you want to work towards. Maybe you need to take speech therapy. Maybe you need to take classes to coach you on talking into like a wide variety of people. Some of you could be priests. Some of you could be wanting to get in a pulpit. But I feel like you could have nervousness. But for those of you who are speaking of, you are people who are meant to lead a flock. It's meant for you to have a following, okay? It's meant for you to lead these people in a positive way. I'm not getting negative energy for those of you who I'm speaking to. So if you are on the other end of my voice and you are hearing what I am telling you, you are meant to do that, and you should. And use the gift of gab is what I heard. Use your charisma, use your wordplay. Some of you ain't got there yet, but maybe you want to get to the point where you want to be a public speaker. Go ahead and do so, collective, okay? Then it says security. You are financially secure and abundant. Continue to grow to maintain stability in your career and finances. Multiple streams of income are recommended. That's me a lot. Hold on one second, collective, I'm back. So yeah, with that being said, I'm just getting there for my collective. I'm speaking to on the other side of this reading. You have the gift of gab. Use that to your advantage, because you got a lot. And what your words could speak healing as well. It could speak healing. So it's something very, very important that you're meant to do in this lifetime that's having to do with your throat chakra. Having to speak with your throat chakra, okay? It says healing. Your finances are healing quickly. Continue to do what's best, and you'll soon see great results. You have gained the energy that you need. So yes, that's what I was telling you, because some of y'all could have just came from some complicated, situations and when it comes to finances. And now is the time, go ahead and do so. Them finances is looking good. So I'm getting, you got a very, very positive financial future that's in the cards for you, quite literally. You know what I'm saying? Then it's saying blessings. It says unexpected fortune is on the way. This is a great time to enjoy the blessings pouring in. Your finances are doing well right now. So yes, remember when I was saying that, we do have people that could potentially be already at that point, or I feel like it's like you right at the peak of the situation. And remember, and when I was saying that, do the work. And remember when the first card that popped out literally was like, do the work. So it's like, don't give up, because you are right at that point, you feel me, to where what you have been working so diligently on is coming to pass. Okay. And then I feel like that for my collective I'm speaking to at this time, you definitely is going to expect an influx of blessings that's going to come in. Okay, they're heading right in your direction. Okay, collective. Then we say, it says clever. I'm gonna ring the bell for that. And then it says clever, working smart gets the job done. Focus on the basics to find better solutions. Sometimes simplicity is key, and don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think I need to mention to just stay. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. You have to do financially. You have to make wise financial decisions. Now, I'm not telling you to jump off the board. I'm not telling you to go into full mode, full energy. No, that's not what I'm telling you. But I do want to tell you to continuously work on what you are working on diligently, because you do have a very, very positive outcome that's on the other side of it. Okay. Next card, connection. Teamwork makes the dream work. Allowing others to share their talent and skills with you will help your career and business grow further. Don't be afraid to branch out. I feel like that's for the feminine and masculine collective I'm talking to at this time. Networking is going to be something that's very, very key in this situation. Networking could be simply asking for help, or even allowing others to ask you for help. Remember when it was saying be charitable, because maybe you can't do anything financially speaking. For those of you who can't do it financially, but maybe you can do it just by offering in advice, because regardless of whatever you are in the position to do, whether it's something that you can financially do, or maybe you can just offer advice or just be a voice of reason, just generally speaking, go ahead and do so. It says collaborative. It says working with someone who shares the same goals as you will increase your power and reach. Someone wants to do business. So you do, and you have people that's actively looking at you. You have people that's actively studying you. I did see a card that said mainstream. You could be on like a YouTube such as this. You could be on YouTube, and you got people who actually looking to work with you. Prepare for that. Like, get ready so you don't have to get ready. And make sure that you're not only just make sure that you're wholeheartedly prepared to work with these people. North Star, you're facing the future with excitement as you follow your dreams and embrace your passion in life. You are now on the path to your life purpose. And I remember when I started this reading, and I told y'all, I never knew like I would start doing tarot. So I'm getting that a lot of my collective who I'm talking to, like, man, like you really going into your life purpose. And I feel like this is your sign that you're actually doing what you need to do. I am picking up that you could be dealing with unsteady situations, not really a lot of positivity. Mentally speaking, be mindful to stay on point. Be mindful to mind your mind, for they are the jewels and tools for your soul. Okay, so be mindful to mind your mind. Okay, and even if, because you could definitely be dealing with some unfortunate events. You know, I'm not finna sit up here and make it seem like motherfuckers that I'm talking to, y'all ain't real people. Like, y'all ain't got real problems going on around this motherfucking line. I ain't finna sit up here and play like this. But what I'm saying is, you know, even if you do get a setback, just know that everything is meant to work the way it's working. Okay, it says unsteady. Things might be getting unstable in your cash flow or business. Abrupt changes in decision making are affecting your finances, so you definitely can expect maybe some tower moments that's going to happen. I want y'all to be on the lookout for that. I'm not saying that to discourage you, but I think I'm just telling you that so that you can prepare. It could mean pair with somebody who may have a better foot in the game than you, especially if it's something that's mainstream, such as like a rap career or something like that. Maybe you could be someone that may like to entertain. You could be an entertainer, like you could be a singer, you could be a dancer, etc., etc. You could be dealing with some murky waters in these situations, but if it's an opportunity and you have someone that's willing to come in and offer you a heads up, go ahead and do so. A leg up, a head up, whatever it is that, and however you view it. Also, this is me telling you as the divine feminine and masculine energy too, keep your head on the swivel and be mindful to stay on point, okay? Because now it's not the time to flop. Now it's not the time to flop. Now it's the time to focus, not flop. Okay, collective? So even if you take these losses, because I feel like some of y'all could be dealing with some shit, and I feel it soon. Especially, this is not for me to discourage you. Even when it begins, if it's not something that you're already going through, stay positive regardless, because just know it's going to pass. This too shall pass. Okay, collective? It says objective. Writing down your goals will help you achieve them. Stay focused and take one step at a time toward reaching your dreams, which is what I just really said. Excuse me. It says style. It's time to express yourself through design and art using your talent. Being creative with your finances can lead to success in your career. So yes, remember when I was saying it may be time for you to step out the box? Yeah, it may be time for you to quite literally step out the box and do something different. It's time for you. You may need to kind of polish yourself up a little bit, learn. You know, some of y'all could be deciding to go to school. You know, I'm getting a business degree. Maybe you could be deciding to do a business degree. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be someone that's already an entrepreneur, but maybe you just want to get like a little bit more polished in the entrepreneurship realm. You feel what I'm saying? So if you are feeling that you need to move forward and go into that, then do so. It says a learner. It's never too late to learn something new, whether returning to academia or studying on your own. A new skill or knowledge enhances efficiency, because you may just be trying to enhance your efficiency. Okay, next card, it says damage. There might be a financial loss you didn't foresee. You need to be prepared and have a contingency plan. This is not the time to take risks. So remember when I was saying, I am telling you to, if you feel like that you want to do them business endeavors, go ahead, but I ain't telling you to be no damn fool. Okay, and I'm gonna get this card up off the floor, but I'm about to. Okay. I did, baby girl. I dropped it. Faith. Keep the faith, okay? This situation requires your full trust. There is a divine reason behind this experience. Your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction. So just be mindful to have faith. If you don't have anything else to say, or if you don't get anything else from this reading, just be mindful to have faith when it is all said and done, collective. Okay, so I'm gonna get a couple of spirit messages for our close. Let's get some messages from your angels, ancestors, and spirit guides. Let's see what they got to say. I'm gonna grab a couple so we can go ahead and close this reading out the right way, because I want to close this reading out on a positive note, because I want my collective, we all need to maintain a positive outlook as much as possible on our money matters. Okay, collective? Don't allow anyone to abuse your power or take it away from you. Remember, you will be treated how you allow others to treat you. Show them that you value yourself far too much to settle for anything less than you deserve. Okay, so if you have people that's intentionally doing things to undermine what your end goal is, it's mindful for you to remind them of who is in control. Okay, and don't let them deter you, because they could just be putting this negative energy out there in order to deter you from what your life purpose is to be. Okay, so if you have negative people that you are attached to, which, like I said, it may be sometimes to sever vows of poverty. Sever vows of poverty could also be simply detaching from people, places, and things that's not on the same alignment path as you, because they may not be, and they may just be very, very not really at a mature enough state to see your vision, Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow. It is necessary to experience the difficult times That is when you will grow most. There is always a light at the end of the tunnel. Be proud of your journey. So pretty much, no matter what, you're going to have some turbulence. I'm getting turbulence, especially for those of you who already have entrepreneurship going in motion. I'm definitely getting that you can experience some turbulence. But just know, this turbulence is not meant for you to change like course. It's not. But it's meant for you to be more efficient and effective in what to do next. Okay, collective? And the next card popped out is learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficult times, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is it to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. So whatever is meant to be, let it be. Whatever is meant to not be, let it flow away. Okay? Trust the wait. You are being prepared for your blessings. In order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things you are going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe, and that's what I'm telling you. So just trust the flow of the universe, collective, okay? Trust the flow of the universe is what I have to say. And if you think you are alone, you are not. We are beside you in all challenges that you face. Trust that the outside sources will always be working with you to ensure the best outcome in every situation. We have your best interest at heart, and we love you. And that is the way that I will close out your Money Matters reading. And that will be the way that I will be closing out your Money Matters reading. Other than that, y'all have a great day. Peace. Oh, shit.